go.
Okay, good evening. Good evening na ba?
Yes.
No,
Good
good afternoon
morning.
everyone. Good morning. I love that one. Why we say good morning? So that when, if I will say good evening, everyone is looking for someone's bed. Yeah, right? So matulog. Okay. So thank you so much for coming. And I'd like to thank Tino, Bing, and all of us to be here tonight. It's not easy to be here because I know everyone has commitments. But that is why we are very thankful that you really helped Tino to finish his training. My name is Lizelle, my husband Jason. And like you, 3.5 years ago, we were also invited to watch a live cooking like this. And after the presentation, we decided to invest the pots because Jason and I had high bad cholesterol. And aside from having bad cholesterol, I had also fatty liver. And when it was introduced to us, we found out that we can cook, we can still eat chicken and pork by cooking them using this kind of cookware, because we can cook without oil, we can fry chicken without oil, we can fry, we can cook, and we can retain the nutrients of the vegetables we're cooking. And only the Salad Master that can assure everyone that the vegetables will be converted into medicine because of the way we cook. That is why Salad Master is considered as the #1 cookware in the entire world, because it has a package of good health. And later on, Jason will be explaining. And thank you so much. Just listen in there. We will assure you that we'll be serving food later on. Thank you so much. And please help me welcome Tino.
Okay. Welcome to the Salad Master. Salad Master, we changed life. Salad Master is an American company that began in 1946. We specialize in health and nutrition, cooking system, and we are in 70 countries around the world. We launched in Australia in 2012. Salad Master products are not sold in the retail stores or online. Our products are sold exclusively through dinner parties like this. And a big thanks to Mirna. This is the hosting tonight for the dinner. And then, tonight we are going to have a lot of fun, talk about health and nutrition, have dinner, you eat while we clean up, discuss the hosting program. After dinner, we will conduct a cookware test, and finally we'll run through the range of Salad Master set. Obviously, everything we are cooking in here tonight is for sale and is sold in a set. There is no obligation to buy anything through if you do make parties. Please be aware there's no cooling off period, as Salad Master dinner is considered party plan and not door-to-door selling under Australian consumer law. Again, there is no obligation to buy anything. However, we do have a great promotionally offer for anyone who invests in their first dinner. After dinner, for anyone that is interested, we will make you that offer, and do you say yes or no to that? Is that fair now?
Yes.
As a Salad Master, we change life for our million of customers around the world. Losing weight or controlling health issues, cholesterol or high blood pressure are just few of the benefits. The 4 main reasons people love Salad Master and invest in the product are speed and convenience. Prepare and cook your food in a half the time. Health and nutrition. Cook healthy meals without oil, salt, and water to retain nutrition. Flavor. Salad Master food tastes great. Quality. All Salad Master products come with a lifetime warranty. To give you an indication, price we have set ranging from $2,900 to over $10,000. Most families are investing between $3,000 to $4,000 depending on their needs. Many of our customers take advantage of our fantastic bite size. Payment plan, it is no interest ever, and you can get a whole set from as a little $26 per week. This means that anybody who likes the product and he wants to invest, is able to do so. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tino.
So,
You
Michelle is
did
the one
so
who...
well. Okay, Jason, what would you like me to do?
Show them the speed and convenience using the salad machine.
Okay.
So we'll start first with pizza.
So before you're going to discuss, I'm going to prepare the skillet. We're going to make some pizza.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wash my hands.
So let's
Okay.
pizza.
Hello everyone. As Tino mentioned, the salad master is going to show you how to save your time cutting. This is where the speed and inconvenience happening in here. So I'll just borrow a plate here. Okay. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to prepare the pizza. Now for demo purposes, I have here Lebanese bread. Are you familiar with this? Okay. But you can make your own pizza from scratch. Is that okay? Now when you make some pizza or when you cook some pizza or when you are craving for pizza, what's the easiest way?
Order online.
Hello, can you deliver my pizza? What's the flavor? Hawaiian pizza.
Hawaiian pizza.
How long would it take?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Now, if I'm going to show you that you can save your 20 minutes, we can cut that one into 15 minutes. Does it sound good?
Yes.
Okay. Now, to add up, not just the 15 minutes you're gonna save, you can save 5 minutes, right? Because the next pizza is 9 minutes. Is it good or very good? And not only that, I can show you also that the pizza will be tasty with the nutrients still up to 96% with the vegetables that I'm going to use. Have you seen this one? Is it alright? I'm going to mix all of them in your pizza. Is that possible? Now, here. So for demo purposes, I'm going to use. Are we all good with barbecue sauce and tomato sauce?
Yes.
Okay. No one is allergic to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna like 1 teaspoon of barbecue sauce and tomato sauce. Just like that. Then, have you tried carrot in your pizza? Yes? Did I hear it right? Thank you. Now I know why you're here, because you like carrots. Do you like carrots in your pizza? Do you eat carrots? Yay! And look at this. It's very quick to cut the carrots, right?
Yes.
Okay. With the help of the salad machine, we can have your cutting very short and very quick. Then I'm going to use, would you like some cabbage in your pizza?
Yes.
Cabbage in your pizza, have you tried?
I'll speak for everyone.
Just put it all in.
Yay! I'm going to put some cabbage in my pizza. And would you like some capsicum in your pizza? I'll add some capsicum as well. There we go. So whatever is available, I'm just gonna mix it in there. A little bit extra capsicum. I think it's gonna taste nice. Then would you like some ham in your pizza?
Yes.
Okay, ham in your pizza.
That doesn't go through the shredder. That doesn't go through the shredder.
No. You can cut them when it's like half frozen. There we go. And the cheese. Found it, Tino. Now, I'm going to show you that you can also save your money from buying block of cheese when you have this machine. By the way, this machine is very easy to avail. What you will do, just invite 2 couples and we're going to do the presentation. You don't have to buy any ingredients. We're the one bringing all the ingredients. Just sit down with your guests, 2 couples, and then this will be delivered in your doorstep. How does it sound? Lorraine, have you got one?
Yes.
Oh, how nice. Very helpful, especially when we're very busy. when we have kids, we need extra time to take care of our kids and who else in the family. But when you have the machine, instead of cutting 20 minutes, you can cut them 2 minutes. Here you go. Would you like some cheesy pizza in there? Carrots and cheese? Yeah? You like it? Do you eat carrots? Very good. Oh, they're very healthy kids. Okay, when you have time at home, you're gonna make some pizza, you cook them in your oven, right? Do we have to preheat the oven?
Never do.
You never do. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Now, normally we're going to preheat the oven, right? So it takes a lot of time to preheat the oven because of the size of the oven. So meaning to say it consumes a lot of electricity. But in Salad Master, we have this little oven. So this is, we call this one electric oil core skillet. Then, you can have it preheated or not heated. So 15 minutes, the cooking time when it's not preheated. And then you've seen how many minutes I consume to prepare the ingredients, right? So it's going to be 17 minutes for the first pizza because it's cold, it wasn't heated. All you have to do, just drop your pizza in here, in your electric oil core skillet. It has, later on I'm going to show you that it has an oil at the bottom, but you don't have to replace the oil. It stays, the oil stays in here lifetime. So after the pizza, we're going to cook we're going to fry chicken without oil, pork without oil, and without salt. Then, not only that, because you can make your lasagna in this electric skillet, and aside from that, you can cook your spaghetti without boiling the noodles. So you can dump everything. You can cook everything in one sauce, beef, whatever you will use, in one pot without boiling. So you save a lot of time because you don't have to boil. Same with the lasagna, you don't have to boil the noodles. Okay? So this one comes with a timer. The electric, the probe, we call this one the probe. So the temperature is 230 degrees, which is the maximum temperature. And as mentioned, 15 minutes for the first pizza because it's not heated yet. Okay? So it's very easy. Just pop up your pizza in there and put the lid on, and then I'm going to prepare the other pizza then. While I'm preparing the other pizza, because we are very busy, Jason will be talking about health and nutrition. Okay?
Okay. Alright, so let me just show you how we got the name Salad Master from. Okay? This is the salad machine. That's the one that Lisa's been using to cut the veggies and the cheese. So it comes with 5 different blades, as you can see in here. Alright?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So 5 different blades, and the good thing, it's valued at $640, but then it's not for sale. That's the only item that the company is giving away for free. Now all you have to do is just invite 2 of your couples, no obligation to buy. We'll just present the product and how we cook our veggies the healthy way, and that's it. Sign the attendance sheet. Next day, 2-3 days after, you'll get the machine for free. How good is that?
Very good.
Yeah, so we believe that every kitchen has to have the machine to save us time to start. Okay? Now the machine itself, even if it's free, the good thing, it's covered with lifetime warranty. So if something goes wrong with one of the cones, the company will replace the whole lot. No questions asked. Okay? So everything is covered with lifetime warranty. Now, let me just show you the photo because it's an American company. So all our pots are made in USA. So this is the photo of our factory. Okay? But not only the salad machine, because our hosting, during the hosting you can also get other freebies like knife sets, different cook pots, saucepans and everything. Okay. So, who gets to cook at home? Filipinos, we cook both husband and wife.
We could.
We cook together, yes. Greg and Lauren cooks together. What about you, sir? We cook together. What sort of cookware do you use at home?
Just normal.
Normal. So have you tried using the easy non-stick famous pot? Non-stick?
Non-stick, yeah,
Yes.
propane.
Have you had stainless steel?
Yes. Yeah.
Anyone here who has aluminium cookware? Aluminium? Oh, that's good. Aluminium is a very dangerous cookware. It's got a correlation with Alzheimer's disease. So if it happens to have one of these, please chuck them out. Replace that aluminium cookware. Unfortunately, in the Philippines, it's so famous. We used to have lechong kawali. Remember, we cook rice on aluminum. It's so sad. But we've been trying to educate as well our families back in the Philippines to get rid of those aluminium cookware because it's still being used back home. Now going back, have you got children?
Yes.
Is it a challenge for them to feed veggies? Not really, oh, so you're very lucky.
This one, yes.
My one is a bit.
So it's not just actually children. I'm also one of them who doesn't like to eat veggies. Not until we change to Salad Master. So there's a reason for that why I don't like veggies. Because my parents used to cook veggies by adding water and then using too much heat. So I'm going to show you why it's important not to use water when you cook your veggies. Have you done that before? Waterless cooking? So in Salad Master, we cook our veggies with no water. Like Lisel said, you can even cook your chicken with no oil and no salt. Alright? I'm going to show you that on this presentation. Okay, but before that, do you believe that what we eat affects how we look, how we feel, and how we live long?
Yes.
Of course, we are what we eat. Right, Noreen?
Yes.
It is, definitely. Now, in the kitchen and every home, there's what we call an enemy of nutrition. So when we cook our veggies, even if we buy organic veggies, we think that, we spend expensive, extra for organic because we believe that we can get much out of it. But actually, during the cooking process in the kitchen, we lose a lot of nutrients. And one good example of that is when you add water. Okay? So I was telling earlier, we don't add water when we cook our veggies. And that's how I'm going to show you now. Alright? Can we grate first carrots? So talking about nutrition, so there are 5 enemies of nutrition. So number 1 is when you add water. So for example, we just grated carrots. So again, using the salad machine. So that's cone number 1. So for Filipinos, we used to make spring rolls. And I think that's the most ideal cone to
Hash
use there.
browns.
Hash browns, sorry. Okay. Alright, that's enough. Thank you. And then this time I'm going to let you taste a pinch of the carrot.
Yay! Someone says she loves carrots. Look at that, good boy.
Because I like carrot. I like
It's nice and sweet normally, it's freshly grated. You want to try, baby? So this time, I'm pretty sure the carrot tastes like water. And I don't think children would like it.
They get.
We can make more. Would you like to taste some? Alright. You want some more? Minerals. In just 20 seconds, this is what we lose when we add water when we cook our veggies. So that's why, based on study, water is the #1 enemy of nutrition. But you can't avoid it. But we have designed a cookware to be able for you to cook your veggies without water, and this is the Salad Master way. Okay? So the second enemy of nutrition. So the second enemy of nutrition is what we call peeling. Alright, let me just cut. Don't worry, because we're not going to eat this one. So this is the cross-section cut of your potato. Based on study, veggies that grows under the ground, the concentration of nutrients is under the skin. So if I'm going to put this into a light source like the one who's with Tino is using, can you see the dark ring just under the skin?
Yep.
That's the concentration of nutrients. So every time we peel our veggies that grows under the ground, we chop the most valuable part of your veggies. So peeling is the second enemy of nutrition. That's why if you can buy wash and then just wash it thoroughly and try and keep the skin on. Okay? So the third enemy of nutrition is when you're cooking your veggies at high temperature. So ideally it's 86 to 90 degrees centigrade. Okay? So that a certain range of temperature kills most of the germs, bacteria, and then it retains up to 96% of nutrients in your veggies. So that's the ideal temperature. But then you will ask me, okay Jason, how are you supposed to know that you're cooking at the right temperature when your cookware doesn't even have a temperature indicator? Alright? This is what the pot is designed for. So every time you cook your veggies, no water, you put it on a medium heat. Once it starts to click, it means to say that the temperature inside the cook pot is within 86 to 90 degrees. And if you're not going to do anything like reducing the heat, it will continue to click even faster. So it means to say, starting from medium heat, once it clicks, you have to turn the heat source to the lowest. Why? Because you've already attained the right cooking temperature inside. And you don't need to use so much energy. So can you see how we cook it? With no water and less energy. So there's a lot of benefits. You save energy, you retain the most important nutrients on your veggies, and then you don't even use water. And it's so simple. Alright? So what else? What about microwave? Do we have microwave at home?
Yes.
What do you think is the temperature inside the microwave oven?
Not sure.
It's around 300 to 400 degrees centigrade. So just imagine when you cook something like veggies, you add water and then you stock the rest of the veggies inside the fridge, and then the next morning you use the microwave to preheat again your food. What do you think is the nutrients that's left on that food? It's definitely syrup. Just imagine that. And then we keep on doing that every day. And the worst part, there's a correlation of breast cancer between men and women who uses plastic inside the microwave. And that's based on study. Alright? So if you can't avoid using the microwave, might as well use something non-plastic. Okay? Now we have this. Alright.
Jason, yeah, we said
So what is the next enemy of nutrition? What do you think? That's when you use too much oil. Okay, when you cook your food with so much oil, this will be the end result. So this is a photo of an artery. This is where we were first born, and then this is when we discovered fats, oils from fries and chips and whatever. And then if we're not going to control or do something about it, eventually it will clog up our arteries, and then worst case scenario, it leads to heart disease. So that's why instead of adding oil, might as well remove the oil when we cook. Because the oil is not intended for us, but it's intended for your cookware. So that's the meat that you will be cooking won't stick into the pan. Oh, I can smell the pizza. Okay. So, again, according to study, 1 out of 3 children when they reach the age of 14 is at risk of heart disease, the new generation. Why? Because children rely so much on gadgets. They don't even play most outside. It's more of like sitting on the bench, sitting on the couch. Then we eat. What we do, we use the phone as well to order. And we don't even know what these foods are being made. So sometimes it's made of artificial flavoring, so much oil and everything. Alright? So pizza is served. Intermission. So Lorraine, that's the pizza.
You gonna cut it. You gonna
That's
cut it.
good and it should not be hard.
So that's only 12
But
minutes.
I think because we cooked it on the stove
Yes.
top, not in the actual skillet.
Good. We can cook one on the non-electric version.
Okay, we can cook
Yeah.
one.
So we'll use this one.
So B, 230 degrees.
So this is the non-electric version of the skillet where we serve cook the pizza. So if you are somewhere camping with a stove, you can also do the same. So we can cook pizza. Alright? So this time we'll use this one to cook the next pizza.
Next pizza is 10 minutes.
Okay. But while waiting for the pizza to be cut, let me just continue. Alright. So this is the most important part of the presentation. What's the salad master is made of? So it's the features. Okay? So would you like to eat first before I continue, or continue and
Keep
then
talking, please.
keep talking?
Keep.
Okay. Alright. Oh, let me just remove the cards. And I'm going to wipe. Paper towel. Okay, I just need it to be dry because we'll be doing a bit of magic. Okay. So, the features of Salad Master cookware. Obviously, the handles are detachable. Alright? Plastics are designed to be detachable. Why? Because people sometimes would use cookware to roast beef and then put it inside the oven. Alright? So roast pork, place it here, and then you can chuck this inside the oven. So if you have pots or pans that doesn't have detachable handles, especially plastic ones, you can't use them inside the oven. Alright? So, is it good
Very nice.
as compared to the one that you order? Yes, of course. And by the way, if you notice, the veggies are still fresh. But you are assured that it's been cooked at the right temperature because of the cheese. So the cheese is melted. Okay?
Thank you, man.
So you don't have to worry because we'll be having another pizza. Okay? And we'll be cooking a lot, so just enjoy. Okay? So the other feature of the pot is the clicking sound. Alright? So this is used to indicate the temperature of the pot. So when you cook your veggies, waterless, place it in, cover it, place it in medium. We always start with medium heat, especially for veggies. Then once it starts clicking, it means to say that we have attained already the ideal cooking temperature. So we have to always lower down the heat. Okay? Alright. What else? So the plastics on the lid is also removable, but even for the small parts, as you can see, the screw. So it's welded outside of the lid, so it doesn't come from the inside, as you can see. Alright? So it means to say, if you are going to use this one as a storage, it extends because this prevents bacteria buildup. So if you happen to have rice the following day, it spoils. With Salad Master, you can extend it because this prevents bacterial buildup. Okay? So I'm just going to put this one on. Alright. So what's the other layer? So the pot itself is made of 3 layers. So the first layer is made of 316Ti. So anyone of you here familiar with 316Ti? Titanium. Anyone here had a, what you call it, surgery or an implant? So in the medical industry, titanium is one of the legally approved material that can be implanted in the body because that material can stay inside the body lifetime. So it doesn't react, it's non-porous, and it stays neutral. So in the same way when we are cooking, so even with chicken, it doesn't create a chemical reaction. That's why even we don't need to put salt and we still get the natural flavor of it. So that's why I was telling, Lisel was telling earlier that chicken with no salt, chicken with no oil. So it's possible.
I can't get salt up.
Yeah. But of course, if it's too much, it's not good for the body. Alright?
Put salt on everything.
So I'm just trying, we're not against salt actually,
No.
but we're trying to emphasize here that your food, the chicken itself has the natural flavor, and because every time we cook on a different cookware, there's a chemical reaction, and that's why we lose the flavor, and that's why we put a bit of extra. But with Salad Master, you only need a pinch of salt. That's only required for us as well. Okay, so the outer layer of the pot, it's magnetic stainless steel. So it's a Series 400 magnetic stainless steel. So what do you think is the purpose of this one? You can use this cookware in an induction cooktop. Alright? Induction cooktop doesn't have heating element, so it uses your pot as a heating element. So you can use it. That's why it's magnetic.
Alright, so you don't need that, if you use it on the,
No,
you need that?
no, you
You
don't.
don't, you just
Yeah.
put that on straight
Yes.
on induction.
Yes. Because otherwise this will burn. It's made of rubber. Okay.
Right.
So, of course, this is magnetic. That's why it's for demo purposes. Okay. So the third layer of material is the one that's in between your titanium and your Series 400 stainless steel. So that's the thermocore material. So it's made of an aluminum mix. Okay. So that runs from the side down to the bottom. So every time you cook your food, it's like cooking in an oven. So the heat comes from the side as well as in the bottom. Okay. So waterless cooking. So the other feature of waterless cooking is what we call the airtight seal. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to open the lid first. Okay, so there's nothing on it. So there's no pressure. So it's so easily to open. So nothing at first. So nothing. It's empty. Okay, perfect. Now this time I'm going to put a bit of water, assuming that we're cooking something and it creates moisture or vapor. Okay? Now, once the vapor hits the side of the lid, so let me just shake it. It's the same thing as boiling. So once the moisture has reached the sides, this time I'd like it to open again the lid. So there's a vacuum seal it creates. Yeah. So that would also be more as the temperature changes from the bottom. Okay. See, there's a bit of vacuum. So it's an airtight seal. Can you feel the vacuum? Yeah. Would you like to try it? Okay. See, there's a vacuum. So everything that you cook in retains all the moisture, all the juice, all the flavor. That's why you don't need an extra seasoning or artificial chicken powder or whatever. Because what you cook is what you get. Alright? Alright. And then another thing is when you're pouring your, say for example, you're cooking gravy and then you're transferring that liquid into a different pot. So we call this one a dripless pouring edge. So it doesn't pour out into the side of your pot, so it will make your pot clean most of the time. Okay? So I'm just going to keep the juice. What else? We can use stock cooking. Alright. Hala.
Okay, it's okay. So what happened in here, Lorraine? He drops it.
Yes.
So it's broken. So it has warranty. Just take a photo of it that it's broken and the company will replace it. But it's only 1 year warranty.
Right.
Then after the warranty, when it's broken, it's only $10.
Alright.
Okay, let me just show you again another feature. If you're cooking on a skillet, can I borrow the what? It's in here. So you can use a wok as a lid, and then you can cook again another pot on top. So that's another way of saving your energy. So you cook your roast chicken in here, you can cook rice on top. So just one source of heat, you hit 2 birds. How good is that? Alright? Okay, so here's another pizza. But of course you can use it with ordinary, you can use this for soup as well. So just an option. Okay.
When you use that skillet, is it just on one temperature all the time?
It's got a settings up to 230 degrees
Yeah, is
centigrade.
that what it stays on, or is that, or you just set it at different temperatures?
You can set it at different temperatures. So we cook noodles,
Yeah,
145. We even bake the cake
yeah.
with no water. And then, yeah, it's changeable to 65 degrees.
Yeah.
It even has a program to cook rice. So it's the most versatile cookware that we have. So you can cook anything. Steak, 230 degrees. Within 5 minutes for well done per side.
Johnny cakes, fried stuff.
We are going to bake a cake with the skillet. Yeah, and that cake doesn't have water. Alright?
Oh, might as well.
Lorraine and Greg.
Tino, Lorraine did.
The bigger.
Okay. Alright, so Food for Life. Food for Life is a cancer research organization based in UK and United States. So they found out. Let's just share the photo. Okay. Anyone who smokes in here? You're lucky because based on the study, 35 to 60% cause of cancer is coming from the food that we eat. So second is tobacco. Alright, based on study. So they found out.
Which country is that?
Sorry?
What country is that study from? What country is that study?
This is a cancer research organization based in UK and America. Alright. So 30% is coming from tobacco. And then alcohol, of course, is good because it's only 3%. So we can keep drinking alcohol. So this is based on study. Beef roast saves 64% of energy as compared to using a conventional oven. So a beef roast roast takes 2 hours and 13 minutes to cook it in a conventional oven. But using our skillet takes only 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Jason, can you pass me the handles?
So if you're cooking lasagna, so it says here, using the conventional oven takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Jason, sorry.
Salad master, 35 minutes.
Jason. So we have another pizza. I cooked this one on top of the stove. Using the non-electric skillet, yes.
Lorraine?
Yep.
And you have to
The base is quite big, so what I did, I cut a little bit off. Yes. So I cook it on top of the skillet.
On the
Oh, on
side.
top of the stove. Sorry. On top of the stove, using this 11-inch skillet. So,
Get back to the bottom of the bottom.
oh, I'm going to show you that.
What you put in the bottom water?
no, nothing.
No water.
So our cookware is designed to cook your food with no water, no oil. So we'll be cooking mixed veggies. So we consider our cookware eco-friendly. So who was those couple who have non-stick pots at home? I think we do have those.
Yeah.
Non-stick ones.
They stick.
Okay.
Very easy.
Bring got rid of ours in the bin. Yeah, sort of
So,
stuff.
Lorraine, this is what will happen with the pizza.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. But we didn't use Lebanese bread. We used a pizza base from
Okay,
Aldi's, but it sort of made it hard and a bit overcooked, but a bit darker in colour. So
Okay, you just use 220 degrees then.
Or medium.
This one is just medium. Because when you put too much heat, the tendency is you're going to burn the...
Lebanese.
I thought we didn't put it on too much heat. The second one,
Turned in.
we did have it down. We put it on medium heat to start with,
Yeah.
and then when we put the pizza in, and then we
Is
turned
that
it
the,
right
on top
down.
of the stove?
Yeah, and then we turned it right down,
Hmm.
but it still made it a bit hard. So we might try the
Yeah,
Lebanese
try
bread.
the-
Ah, okay.
It's easier.
Oh,
Okay.
what I did, I preheated the pot. It's preheated.
Yeah, it was preheated it.
You preheated it.
Yeah,
But it wasn't too hot also. It's just
on
right.
medium. Preheated it on medium.
Preheated. Okay. And then before you drop the pizza, it's preheated already.
Yes.
Okay.
So how do you know how long to cook it for?
It's like 10 to 11 or 12 minutes. So it's the same. It's the same actually. It's just a couple of minutes slower than the
Electric.
electric skillet because that one has the... Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Do you have, I'm just saying, do you have a cook the guide?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes
So-
with that.
I mentioned that it's this is a couple of minutes ahead
Yeah.
when you cook it on top of the stove. Did you hear that sound?
Yeah.
Because of the mineral oil
Inside.
that helps speed up the cooking and cook them evenly. Because sometimes the stove wasn't balanced enough,
Oh,
and then the
okay.
other side, the other hose produced very high flame, and the other
Yeah.
side didn't.
We'll try it in that one next.
Yeah.
But I just thought,
Yeah.
I'll just try it on top of the stove and see how it goes.
Yeah, and sometimes also because of the stove, but this one is very even. The cooking is very even
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a lot. What do we call that? Quicker.
Yeah.
And it comes with a timer, so it
Yeah.
turns off after the cooking. Alright, so going back to the non-stick pots. When you bought it from the shop, did you happen to read the manual? Normally the manual would say a single hairline of scratch that's been done on the pot, you have to stop using it. Because once those materials will be open, every time you use your every time you cook on the cookware, small bits and pieces goes into the food. And once that material gets inside the body, it's carcinogenic.
I've had mine for years and it's scratched, but I still keep using it.
Yeah. So even if you do try and research and have a look in the manual.
Half the day, record up the whole magazine. Half the day, poison to your body.
Yeah, it is. But no one knows about it. Even as before, before it was introduced, we used the same. Yeah.
Same here.
And the worst thing, sometimes we go into someone's kitchen and then they will show me a non-stick cookware. The non-stick is only left on the side. And the worst thing, you can even see the bottom, the aluminum part, it's been exposed. Alright? So with that type of metal, that type of cookware, you have to replace it. The most it will be 3 months. That's why we consider Salad Master eco-friendly, because you don't chop them after you invest. You only invest once and use them lifetime. So. Okay. Alright? So hosting rewards, again, I mentioned this earlier. This machine is for free.
Thank you. Oh, for the
Would you like to have some?
Yeah.
So that's the
This is not
pizza
bad.
from the stove.
The stove.
You can tell the difference in the vegetables on the carrots?
Okay.
No, thanks, Tom.
So before I will continue the presentation, let's get some cooking done. Alright? So I'll turn you over to Sam. Okay.
No, they've got carrot, cabbage, cheese, capsicum.
Alright. So what do you think is the most important investment in the kitchen, ladies? What do you think is the most important investment in your kitchen? The
Dishwasher.
stove, dishwasher, yes. How about the fridge?
No fridge.
Can you live without fridge?
Nah.
No, because that keeps the food longer. But for us, the most important part is the cookware. Because all the food that comes from the fridge gets to be cooked in your cookware before it gets inside the body. So we have to really be aware of that. Everything that touches our food is the cookware. Right? So if you settle for cheap cars, what do you get? Cheap performance. Right? Cheap pots, cheap results. And sometimes it's toxic and it's dangerous. Alright? So it changed our life. We are both working full time. So we do Salad Master only on a part-time basis during Saturdays and Sundays. But we never stop. Why? Because there's so much people around that doesn't even know about the cookware, doesn't even know about the dangers of using non-stick cook pots. Children doesn't even know how to cook their veggies properly. And then we keep on eating so much with artificial flavorings, magic syrup even up to now. So that's why when we realize that, oh, we need to share this to friends. And there's nothing wrong with it. Because every time we do the presentation, we don't expect people to buy. There's no obligation to buy. It's more of like sharing the idea, sharing the knowledge. We have to do something in our cooking. Alright, so let me show you the other different cookwares. So we have done to so many kitchens. And we put this side aside to an ordinary stainless steel. They look the same. They look shiny, they look pretty much the same. And that's one reason why Salad Master is not shown on TV or advertised on TV. Why? Because it has to be presented to people, it has to be tasted. The product or the cooking has to be tasted by people. So you will know that there's a difference. Okay? So I've shown you non-stick pots. If you have a single hairline of scratch, please avoid using them. Aluminium in the Philippines, it's so famous. Again, it's got a correlation with Alzheimer's disease, so yeah, you have to avoid using them. So some glass cookwares has lead content, especially when it's exposed to a certain temperature. Because glass cookware is meant to be designed in the lab, not for a day-to-day cooking. So when you cook in a glass, every day, every month, every year, obviously the construction of glass will break and it will give off some lead. Cast iron. Who loves cast iron?
Video.
Beef style. We love this. Stew, of course. Microscopically, if you are going to see the surface of that material, it's got tiny pores on it. So, have you tried not cooking or using your cast iron for like 3 days or a week? What happens? It changes. It rusts. Then we clean it. But then some of those rust deposits will go.
Preheated this one already. If you want to see, have a look, come forward. So, to know if it's preheated
Julie, come
already,
forward.
you can drop some
Come on, Mary.
water.
Terence, Duriga.
You can drop some water in the pot, like that. Let's fill it. You can, as you can see, it forms circle in there. So it's ready. So now I'm going to use the chicken. So we didn't use any salt yet, but you can put some salt. The purpose why we didn't put any salt, so that you will know that it has taste, then you only need a little bit of the salt. Normally, when you don't know, you use your normal amount of salt, it's going to be a lot salty then.
What about if you want to cook like a curry chicken or
Yes.
Yeah. You can do it like replacement of your ordinary cook pot. You can use the normal way. It's just we reduce the amount of salt because it's going to be a lot salty then, a lot stronger. So I just remove the extra. There's no wrong because our body needs salt. If you don't use salt, then nothing holds the water in our body. So it's not good.
But
It's not good when there is no salt in our body. So I have some pork belly. Isabella? Huli ka, Isabella. Ay, I'll just use it for now. There you go. Okay, as Jason mentioned that you can cook them. This is it. 230 degrees for 30 minutes. There you go. Now, if you, let's say you have some beef, you're going to roast the beef, then you're gonna cover this one like that, and then you're gonna put this one on top, and then you're gonna stock another pot. You can go as high as you can because the distribution of heat is equal. It will cook your food evenly. Now, if you have some roast chicken in there and then half of the time already, you can put the sweet potato, then when it's 10 minutes before it's cooked, you can drop the carrots. When it's cooked, you can put the asparagus. You're cooking them all in one pot. So meaning you can put your cake. You can have some vegetable cake or sponge cake on top or gravy on top. So you save, by cooking this one alone, you save more than half of the electricity. You save more than half of the time cooking as well. Then you also have another one on top. So you save a lot of electricity. That is why many of our customers been telling us that they save a lot of electricity, more than enough to pay for the bill. Okay. Now when it's frozen, you will have to cover that one for a little bit. Let's say you're cooking something frozen, beef or whatever it is, cover that one a little bit. Then if you think you're going to slow cook, just put the degrees to 110. Put the timer to 2 hours if it's going to be very tough. But if it's not, then half of the time you can have it 1.5 hours. Or if you think you're going to grill 230 degrees, crack a little bit to come up with a fried chicken. We're going to do this one. We're frying the chicken actually. So when you want some pork crackling, you put the skin on first, but it has to be preheated to come up with a very crackling pork. Okay, so when you do your lasagna, just layer them. Now with the lasagna, for those who cannot have extra fats in their diet, we have the defatter in here. Lorraine, this is very nice defatter. Steam your minced beef, minced pork, minced chicken. Put some water, put that one on the steamer to remove the fat. Then that's the time you mix it with your lasagna. and whatever you're cooking, spaghetti or something. So you remove some of the fat because that's not really good fat. That's saturated fat, or too much fat is not very good. Okay. Now, so we are waiting for the chicken to be cooked for within 28 minutes, but the pork will be cooked ahead of the chicken. So we're gonna flip the pork 9 minutes after. Then while waiting for that one, we're going to make some cake. Tino, would you like to do the cake?
Cake?
Yeah, sure, come. Cake maker. Okay, you try your machine, Tino. So what you are going to do, you insert the phone number 1. There you go. And thank you so much once again, because it's Tino's training and he's doing this one. Because we are from Biga. We drove 9.5, almost 10 hours. So we are very happy that we have Tino in here, in this area, to do the presentation. So we went to Wollongong first. We had a demo in there. We went to Newcastle, we had a demo last night and tonight, and we're going home tomorrow after the demo. Because we're going back to work on Monday. So with the cone, this is the shredder. So this is the shredder, cone number 1. Have a look because this is very useful. This is free. All you have to do, 2 couples only. Then Tino or us, we're going to demonstrate, and you'll get that one for free. There you go, Tino. Just relax. And then another one. Just half of this. Kunin ko na lang yan. Kasi I'm going to use this one for the vegetable, what you call that, the noodles. And then careful with your hand, make sure, yes, perfect. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. Then this one, half of this. So what we're making in here is vegetable cake with zucchini. That's enough. Half of that one also. Carrot and zucchini. By the way, Jason mentioned that any vegetable that grows above the ground, the concentration of the nutrients is within the core. Do we normally use this one or not? No, it doesn't taste good. It tastes bitter. That's why the nutrients is concentrated in here. But with a salad machine, you can be very lucky. No, the other side you want the core only. So the core is enough. Like that. Hold it like that. And then that's the core only. Careful with your fingers. There you go, Tino. There you go. See, look at that. So we're taking the valuable nutrients to be added in our cake. Here you go. Then you have to have this one, the lemon zest. You know how to do it? Yep, like that. Then another one, slide. Come on. So we add some lemon zest, and later on we will be adding some lemon juice. Perfect, Tino. Look at that. Good job. There you go. Then, okay, that's enough. So when you remove this one, yes. Other side, I guess. Other side. Yeah. Smooth side, right?
Yep.
Is it smooth? Okay. When you remove some of this, you do the opposite one. There you go. Yes. There you go. And then you can remove that one, and we'll change it to cone number 2.
And just, how can you remove that one?
Yes. It's okay. You'll get used to it. Yes. There you go. And then we will add some apple, half of it, and some pear.
Is that bigger, that dry up, that one?
Yes, bigger. Let's go number 2.
Okay, that's cone number 2. There you go, Tino. Don't worry, because we're gonna use this one for the salad. Okay, we have some pears in here because we want some fiber also in our cake. Okay, that's enough. Okay, there you go. And the cake mix, of course. And we have in here for demo purposes, we're using the cake mix. We're not gonna put any icing. So in the packet it says we need 3 eggs if it's large. But since we have regular size of eggs, then we're going to use 4 of them. Okay, you can put that Christmas tree on here. Hold up. Okay, we have in there the cake mix. We have in there the 4 eggs. And another one, it says that we have to put some vegetable oil. In Salad Master, we don't need the vegetable oil because we use the actual vegetables plus the fruits. It's not very easy to come up with the vegetable oil. I don't think we can come up with vegetable oil. So when it says it's vegetable oil, it's not real. So in Salad Master, we use the natural vegetables and the fruits. Then we have to mix it. You right? Found it, you know. And with your toe number 1, the shredder, you can use it as your strainer as well. I have added some lemon juice, just some lemon zest. We need some antioxidant also, so we mix with the lemon juice. Then we need someone to mix the cake.
You gotta mix it.
Tino's morning.
Terrence,
You're the member.
you gotta mix it. Mix it, Terrence. No.
So I have in here some pineapple without the juice. We're gonna caramelize the pineapple. So we're making pineapple upside down with the vegetables in there. So I think I'm gonna add some butter. If you have some butter. Butter. Ding! Ding, may magsitakbuhan din. Pwedeng butter? Okay lang, it's okay. To layer the pineapple. Yeah. Here. So if you don't want some butter in your, we don't have butter in here, so yeah, we can put the peel in. Very hot, very hot. Here, the peel. Here. Then I'll put this one. Do you have any sauce?
Sorry, here down the stick. There's the putting pineapple in.
Layer the pineapple.
Pineapple cake.
Take the right foot.
Pineapple vegetable cake.
And second.
Very well.
Then
These are the 2 healthy for each.
we're gonna try with another cake. And this is what we're gonna do.
What you did?
There we go. Done. Then 145 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes, 145 minutes. Okay. Now we're going to flip the fork. Okay. Have a look at the fork. Flooded with oil already outside. Oil is like spreading all over my arm. It's okay. So you can cook also the chicken on top of the stove.
You got yourself a chair already, haven't you?
Yes. We're going to have it set to
If you take the heat for
How many pieces olive oil?
What is the budget? No, we have the bigger set. It's composed of 38 items. 38. So if you think this cookware will help you, you just choose how many you need. You can get the whole set. I'll show you. This is the whole set.
Somewhere like 10,000.
Here we go. Let's set.
That's the whole set.
That's the whole set. So what we did, yung kailangan mo lang it's not very good. You go and try like $10. No, $10. $5 a day. Tino has $9 a day. Depende kung kailangan nyo. Kasi lang sa gamit yung kailangan nyo ng lima, tatlo. Later on, kukunin ko yung price list ko. Don't worry. That's me. You can have $3, $5, $6. Okay, have a look. We're going to flip the chicken now. So we're flipping the chicken. Look at that boy. He's crying. So we're going to make some vegetable mix. Tignan ko yung mga ano niya. Picturean ko siya. Siguro yun ang kailangan. Okay, have a look. We're going we're making some mixed vegetables in here. We have frozen corn, frozen peas, but it doesn't matter if it's frozen or fresh. And then I'm going to add some zucchini. And carrots. So pag nag-spring rolls kayo, napakabilis ang talaga. Saka matikman nyo yung later. Yung dalawang popos, you can have this one.
Pag nag-host ka na,
Yes,
ano,
yes, oo.
kahit walang nabili.
Oh yes, it doesn't matter as long as qualified demo. Ano yung qualified demo? We have 2 couples. Naka-attend yung dalawang couples. Kasi kailangan talaga ng family ko na meron kayo nito regardless pag hindi kayo nagbili.
Ay, ito na yung anong plural ba yan? Walang kasi ito, di ba?
Yes, we don't put any salt. So now you will know that you only need a little amount of salt. Pinch of salt. Yeah, we don't have Brussels sprouts. Lisa, you didn't buy any Brussels sprouts. It's your fault. Are you hungry, Isabella? You didn't realize. Okay, what's missing in there? Salt.
Yes.
Tingin ang salt.
Yes.
Hindi ka pwedeng bumili ng isang piece na ganyan.
You're not limited. Okay, I have 2 washed eggs drop in there. Okay, we're making some experiment in here. I have salt on top of the paper towel. Salt on top of the paper towel. We're gonna put this one in here. And we're gonna put the lid on. Like that. Put on top of the stove. What do you think will happen with the salt? The salt.
Mag-dissolve siya kasi
Halika mahal, come here. What will happen with the salt? Because we're cooking this one on top of the stove. We have the salt on top of the paper towel. We're gonna put this one on. And then lutuin natin. What will happen with the salt? Mamimelt, hindi mamimelt. Mamimelt.
pwede mo rin gamitin yung method na sa electric sa Ikea.
Ay, ito yung electric dito pwede. Kasi may mga paa na plastic.
I mean, pwede mong iluto mo yan.
Ay, yung corn? Ay, yung lahat? Oo, pwede. So, medium na to? Okay, Tino. Hello, everyone. Do you like noodles? Yes. Okay, we're gonna make some noodles. Tino, we're making some noodles. Okay, do it this one first. This one, like this. Ay, may onions pa. So, you can, like if you are thinking of having some coleslaw with your grilled chicken, this is the best machine to help you cut your cabbage. And there you go. Lipan ko lang yung ano, I'm looking for the phone. Ayan. Have a look, my love.
There, have a look.
When you have that spray, you get the vaccine, you better.
No, the bowl is not disposable. You can use ordinary bowl. Or if you will add this one, if you will buy some, then you can add this one. It's not very expensive. Or you can even give this one for free.
Ito, gagawin sila ng mga noodles.
There you go.
Kaya yan, okay.
Then, ano pang meron? Dagdagan natin ng kunting sabon. And I set this aside for and then have a look, you can cut your onions in the machine. Very easy. No tears.
What number is that one?
This is cone number 4.
4?
Yes.
Kasi yung sa akin.
Yeah, 4. This one is the what?
French fries.
It's cone number 4, right?
Okay.
You might be still on the floor on that noodles.
So anyone here has tried to make their noodles?
No.
Asians, Filipinos, we cook our noodles a very long time because we have to stir a lot. So mostly it would take about half an hour to cook this simple stir-fry noodle. But in Salad Master, we only have to cut using the machine and the veggies, and then we dump it together, and the cooking time will only take 8 minutes. So we just dump all together in one. So that's how we save so much time making noodles, right? And see the veggies, onions, carrots, we just mix them all together and put them all at once. Okay. So sinigang, we cook a sinigang with no water. So to keep all the nutrients or the moisture in, and then eventually it will create soup. Right? So what else? We're going to make a salad. So generally all the things that you can take with the salad machine.
Yeah, once they're all in, I just trying to burn it.
Okay. So any questions before we proceed? Do you have any questions? None. Okay, don't worry. If you're going to ask me when are we going to eat,
Very soon.
very soon. 8 minutes. Everything will be ready. The cake will cook within 20 minutes.
So 5 minutes more, we have the cake. 2 minutes for the chicken. Then we're going to cook the noodles after the chicken, Mia. So for the meantime, I'm going to make some salad. Tino, naman yung bowl mo. Dinala niya sa labas.
So that's the
We are
Grabe,
now.
nandito pala lahat, oh. There, ito. Nandito, bed. Ah, ito. Ito na yung salad mo sa bowl. Ah, that's your bowl. No, it's your bowl actually. I was looking for something. Wala bang maliit-liit kung iba yan? For the salad. Ayan. Wow, I want that. Gonna make some salad. Okay, so, ano na kayo may sauce? Okay, here we go. We're gonna make some salad. So I'm going to use cone number 5. This is the slicer. It's just very easy, very quick. So if you're thinking of making some coleslaw, I think this is the best. This is the best slicer you need. Then I'm going to use this one for the noodles. We don't want any waste, so that's for the noodles. Then what else? I have some cucumber. So you cut your cucumber very quickly. And this is cone number 4, which is the waffler. Yeah, the waffler. Called this one waffler.
You like making like an Asian salad. Asian salad, you buy it all at the supermarket.
Make your own.
Packet.
No, you buy it in the packet.
Asian salad.
It's already made. You got the noodles and the.
You buy that.
Well, you buy the bag. There you go. Make your own. Save your money.
And you're really, that is really true. And it's quite expensive. It's quite dear when it's cut already.
You buy it in the
It's
packet.
like $5 or $6, no rush, like $2.
Yes, and in here it's just gonna cost you the $2. It's gonna last a bit longer. Then we're not gonna be mixing any salad dressing with our salad. But what I'm going to do is spare apple in here. So instead of putting some like sweeten, some anything that sweetens the salad, use pear and apple. Pear has a lot of fiber. If you have some celery, it's really nice to have some celery during dinner time because it helps digest the food. It's very good. It has a lot of fiber as well, the celery. So the reason why we're using all the natural ingredients in here because our body is natural. We don't need any food preservative, right? But it's in case we cannot avoid them, but we're not eating them every now and then. Occasional only. Then lemon zest. So you can zest your lemon by just twisting it like this. Like this. Hello, how's the baby?
Squatting down.
How many you've got?
Right.
Hello, you need another one.
No.
4 is not enough. You need another one. We had 4. We
3
had,
is too many.
it's fine. When they're big already, it's really nice.
I've already lost all my hair.
It's okay. Jason just put on some hair in there. He's got hair transplant. No.
Yeah, give me his.
So I have some antioxidants from coming from the lemon zest. Then I'm going to use some lemon juice. Juice on the So I use this as my strainer. Oh no, what happened?
He wants big.
Really, we have some in here. So look at the color of the salad. That's beautiful, right? I've noticed something is missing in here. We need some carrots, Tino. You didn't tell me, Tino, that we need some carrots.
Yes, yeah.
Tino, nakat mo ng maliit.
It's way too noisy. That's one. They need to record piece of marketing. I'm
You're missing beetroot in the salad. You're missing beetroot.
Yeah, yes.
And pineapple.
And pineapple. Next time, because it's just the beginning, right? Invite your couples and we're gonna bring some fresh beetroot from the backyard. Not from my backyard, from my friend's backyard.
Jump into the boat.
Yeah.
The pressure's on. I think I'll do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Now dripping.
So we have this oil from the chicken and spread all over the place in here. So even if you will cook the skinless and boneless, you can still get some oil out of it.
Keep that for next time.
Okay.
That's Jason's. Oh yeah, sorry.
Can you see the oil? And this was the carrot juice that we had earlier. I'm going to mix it. I need a volunteer. Who wants to drink it?
You, Jason.
I can't. We don't want to drink it, right? But every time you cook, when you add water and then you add your oil, we eat it. You know, every time we cook, we use water and then we add oil and then we eat them. But we don't want to drink this glass. So it's true. It's so hard to think that we don't want to drink it, but every time we eat, not just every day, in a week, months after months, years after years. And then what happens? We have clogged arteries. Yeah. And that's the reason why we have to remove most of the oil every time we cook. See? It makes a lot of difference. Rather than adding oil, we have to remove the oil.
Kasi dati na sa akin din ano si Felix. Uuwi na siya. Ay, sango. Uuwi ka na? Ay, ano, kukuha ka daw.
Oo, ano na lang kay ano? Kay
Oo, bigay mo lang yung driver's license mo. Oo. Pwede mo na kunin. Picture lang yan.
Isasan ko na sa kanya.
Ah, sige. Good. Nakasay na ba siya ng attendance, Tino?
Hindi pa. Sige, makisasayin ka mo ng attendance.
Attendance ka na lang may
Attendance day daw kayo.
attendance. We need attendance. Doon na sa likod yan. Hello. So what I'm doing right now, I have the flat chicken without the skin, without the bones. We're preparing for the noodles. If you want to have a look in here, what I'm doing right now is preparing the ingredients for the noodles.
Have a look.
Now, are we happy with oyster sauce? Yeah. Okay. I have in here some kikuman. Kikuman, the soy sauce. It's not the kikuman. Anyway, soy sauce fountain. I'll just use 2 of the soy sauce.
Is it fancy?
Yes, yes. So I have 3 oyster sauce. I did use 3.
Is that gluten free?
Oh no! That's celiac disease. No, it's okay. The noodles is gluten.
That's very nice.
Would you like the chicken?
Yes, we share some.
Okay. Now I have in here the pre-washed noodles. This is the gluten-free noodles made out of corn. I wash them so that it will be very easy to make them.
I thought last time you put the vegetables on and
Yes, put the noodles.
noodles in, right?
Noodles. Don't forget your noodles. It happened to me many times. I put noodles without the noodles. There you go. That one on top. So if you have some garlic, if you have some pepper, you can add that. Put that. I'm not gonna put all the sauce. I think it's too much.
How much liquid do you normally put in when
500.
500, right?
Yeah, but I found that this is so dark, it might be a bit salty then, so I used a little bit. Just not even 2.
You gotta get the key around what they sell.
Yes, I will do that. And I just realized that I took someone's, that's from my friend's house. I thought, it wasn't mine. I was stealing that one.
Did you try for your pots and pans too then?
Have a look.
They pay for their fucking pay.
So 8 minutes only for 195 degrees. Temperature is 195. It's in the manual in there also. So the idea is just dump everything so that you can save your time cooking, steering. So with the help of the salad machine, instead of cooking your noodles for 30 minutes plus the preparation time, you can do that one in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 5 minutes preparation and then 8 minute cooking, 8-minute noodles. We have to come up with it and we're done, very quick. Have some chicken, we still have some more in there. Then I've got the cake.
I've got a cake reel for the cake.
Yes, it's done. We're gonna have some dessert first before the... I need a plate.
Yeah, you can do it.
Ay, ito lang yung maliit lang.
Malaki.
Ito na.
Maliit pa dyan o ano? Lalagyan ko. Lalagyan ko na. Tanggal.
Ay, okay lang yun.
Ito daw.
Mga bata. Kasi yun naman yung kapag kulang, ito na. Okay, would you like to try the salad now? You can have the salad. Sabi ko, sama.
Yes.
Hey, Charlie. Use that.
It's already, they got flight. They got a flight.
And just hold your plate because we're gonna have the noodles after that. Still have the mixed vegetables and the cake.
Go ahead. Drippy noodles.
Nagagawa yun. Nagagawa.
Peppa? Ay?
What was the pack like them noodles? The pack looked like.
Noodles. Can you show it the noodles pat?
You can always use different noodles. That's what we bought from the Asian shops.
Well, I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen that.
They have in Woolworths.
Yeah. I haven't seen
They got a Woolworths.
But any noodles can
I
work.
haven't seen that before.
Yeah, you can buy this in Woolworths or in the the Asian shop in Bill Street.
Yep, in there.
Near the East Point.
Yep, and it's just
Yeah,
corn, isn't
the corner. Yeah.
it? I haven't seen that before.
Terence, get that. That's cassava. Cassava.
Muna ipakita natin yung palpak na walang bata.
Okay lang, te. Okay lang.
Ito pala, for your own purpose.
Oo, okay lang.
So this is what will happen pag walang bata.
Hindi siya hindi siya sa yung taste din.
Ay, wala problema sa taste.
Okay din.
Heat it for bacon and eggs and keep the pigs on gravy. But I might salad at summertime. Everybody likes salad.
I'm a salad eater.
Andito yung chicken mo. Andito yung chicken mo. Andito yung chicken mo. Yung sa gilid, yung
roaster.
Wait. Ando nakabalot pa. Red rooster yung crunchy.
Galing Armidale.
Armidale yung crunchy.
Yung galing Armidale. Sakto naman sa
Oh yeah, that's deep on the loaded steak. I thought it was right.
Kaya para mamaya pag makakita tayo din necklace.
So how's the salad? Do you like it? Without any dressing, only lemon and lemon zest. Then with the
dressing.
But I love that.
very natural. You can add some more lemon zest.
Pwede na sila magkuha ng cake na.
Yeah, pag gusto na sila.
Do you want cake? A vegetable cake? You can get now?
I make it cool a bit because when
Ito, I like hot. I like hot.
She likes hot.
I like hot.
Hot lady.
You didn't put any chili in it.
I like hot.
Sige na, invite ko sila.
try.
So 2 minutes, the noodles will be cooked in 2 minutes. Ganda naman yung mga plastic beef, parang...
Oh. What is it?
Mixed vegetables.
Mixed vegetable. Okay.
So the salt's still there, right?
Yes.
Then the noodles na lang yung video mo. And then tama ka na. Tapos ka na.
Hindi
Hindi pa luto.
Hindi pa mo yan. Hindi, okay na yan. Te. Okay, all good.
Masarap yung salad. Do you like the salad? Did you like the salad?
Can I take home the salad and the cake?
Yes, please.
So mga guys, ito po,
Mahal, yes.
nearly done na po yung aming salad master demo sa aking bahay. So, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Okay?
And then next time, tomorrow we're gonna have some, would you like some spaghetti or pasta? Carbonara? Aside some noodles? You can do that?
Yeah, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great.